The American Cancer Society predicts more than 1.76 million new cancer cases in the U.S. this year. While no single food or diet can prevent cancer, some, like leafy greens, berries, and whole grains, may lower risk. Conversely, cutting back on foods known to increase cancer risk could potentially reduce our chances of developing the disease.
In this video, we'll discuss 12 foods to avoid for lowering cancer risk.
Let's explore how making mindful choices about what you eat can promote better health. 1. Processed meats. Americans eat a lot of meat, about 222 pounds per person annually. Processed meats like sausage, hot dogs, and bacon are tied to higher colorectal cancer risks. The WHO warns that even small daily portions of these meats can increase cancer risk by 18%. Ongoing research is investigating the role of nitrates, preservatives in processed meats in cancer development. 2. Hot beverages. A study in the International Journal of Cancer found a connection between esophageal cancer and consuming hot beverages, like tea, above 140 degrees Fahrenheit. This high temperature can damage esophageal cells, potentially increasing the risk of cancer.
3. Dairy. While milk and dairy products like cheese are rich in saturated fat and cholesterol, their calcium content may reduce the risk of colorectal and certain other cancers. However, according to the Physicians' Health Study, which spanned 28 years and involved over 21,000 participants, a high intake of dairy could elevate the risk of prostate cancer. Subjects who consumed over 2.5 servings of dairy daily were more prone to developing prostate cancer. 4. Alcoholic beverages. Even moderate alcohol consumption can increase the risk of cancer, with alcohol linked to 5.6% of all new cancer cases and 4% of cancer-related deaths. Heavy or regular alcohol use raises the likelihood of developing cancers of the mouth, pharynx, larynx, esophagus, liver, colon, and rectum. Genetics also play a role in cancer risk from alcohol. Certain genes dictate the enzymes responsible for alcohol metabolism. Some individuals of East Asian descent may carry a gene variant that accelerates the conversion of alcohol to acetaldehyde, a toxic compound, heightening the risk of esophageal cancer. 5. Overcooked and burnt food. Overcooked or burnt foods, particularly meats, create harmful chemicals like heterocyclic amines, HCAs, and polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons, PAHs. These compounds form at high temperatures during cooking, with HCAs developing in meats cooked above 300 degrees Fahrenheit and PAHs released from meat juices dripping onto flames. Acrylamides, found in darkly cooked starchy foods, also pose a risk. While some studies suggest a connection between these compounds and ovarian and endometrial cancers, conclusive evidence is still pending. 6. Refined carbohydrates and sugars. A diet rich in refined carbohydrates like white bread, white rice, pasta, soft drinks, and fruit juices is associated with a higher risk of colon cancer compared to diets high in whole grains and complex carbohydrates like fresh vegetables and fruits. Research indicates that elevated blood glucose and insulin levels can lead to increased inflammation, thereby raising cancer risk. The glycemic index measures how quickly carbohydrates convert to sugar in the blood, with excess consumption of high glycemic index foods linked to an 88% greater risk of prostate cancer, according to a 2016 study. 7. Red meat. Studies indicate that consuming over 18 ounces of red meat weekly increases the likelihood of colorectal cancer. Red meat elevates colon cancer risk due to compounds formed during high-temperature cooking, heme-iron promoting carcinogens, its high-fat content, and changes in gut bacteria. To lower risk, doctors recommend reducing red meat intake, incorporating meat-free days, and avoiding overcooking. 8. Microwave popcorn. Popcorn is a fiber-rich, low-fat snack, but there are concerns about its microwave packaging. The lining of microwave popcorn bags contains perfluorinated compounds, PFCs, to resist grease, also found in Teflon pans, pizza boxes, and sandwich wrappers. These compounds may break down into chemicals linked to cancer. The U.S. Food and Drug Administration notes that microwave popcorn contributes to over 20% of PFOA levels in Americans. 9. Food dyes. The use of food dyes has long been controversial due to adverse effects observed in laboratory animals. While some types have been banned by government agencies, 9 food dyes, including red number 3, red number 40, yellow number 5, and yellow number 6, remain approved for use in the U.S. However, health researchers and food safety officials express concerns over their continued use in various products. Research suggests that these dyes contain carcinogens and can induce cancer in lab animals.
10. Foods preserved through salting and pickling.
Cancer studies in the United Kingdom highlight a greater occurrence of nasopharyngeal cancer among individuals who frequently consume salt-cured fish, a common dish in China. Additionally, research suggests that regular consumption of pickled foods may elevate the risk of stomach cancer. Researchers observed a 50% higher likelihood of gastric cancer linked to the consumption of pickled foods, with a notable prevalence in China and Korea.
The elevated cancer risk linked to salt-cured fish and pickled foods may stem from the formation of nitrites and nitrosamines during the curing process, which are known carcinogens. Additionally, the high salt content in these foods can cause inflammation and irritation in the gastrointestinal tract, further increasing cancer risk.
11. Hydrogenated oils. Recent research suggests that trans fats, commonly found in hydrogenated oils, not only increase the risk of heart disease, but also elevate the risk of cancer. These fats have inflammatory properties and can disrupt cellular processes, leading to DNA damage and promoting cancer development. Therefore, it's essential to check food labels diligently and avoid products containing these oils. 12. Sweetener. Artificial sweeteners have been associated with potential cancer risk for several reasons. Firstly, some studies suggest that certain artificial sweeteners like saccharin and aspartame may produce carcinogenic byproducts when metabolized in the body. This occurs due to the breakdown of these sweeteners into compounds that have been linked to cancer in animal studies. Secondly, artificial sweeteners can disrupt the balance of gut bacteria, leading to inflammation and potentially increasing the risk of cancer development. Thirdly, these sweeteners can cause changes in insulin levels and metabolic processes, potentially promoting cancer growth. Overall, these factors collectively contribute to concerns about the potential cancer risk associated with artificial sweeteners.
Subscribe if your body is important to you.